Hello everyone and welcome to another Feed Army video. My name is Emmanuel and today we will talk about the issues regarding submitting products or updating product information within Shopify, and this doesn't update in Google Merchant Center. We're going to discover the why and what you can do to resolve these issues. But first, before we resolve the issue, we want to really talk about the Google and YouTube app because that is the source of your problems. The issue is that these types of bugs will happen quite often with the Google and YouTube app, and then has been like this for many years. Google is not really updating the issue. So my recommendation is honestly don't use the Google and YouTube app. Yes, it is a free application, but you want to weigh out like having constant issues when you least expect it, or do you want a trustworthy data feed application? For me, I want something trustworthy. For my clients, I like to use Multifeeds because it has been an undeniable good application for many years. The team is very responsive in fixing issues, or like if you're having difficulties setting up some rules, they will assist you, guide you what to do. And when you have requests, they are very proactive in adding these new features in the application. So that's why I like to use Multifeeds, and it's not very expensive. So that's what you have to weigh. Do you want stress or do you want something that works? But you have to pay for it, of course. So now let's talk about how to resolve the issue. The first thing is that you want to delete the Google and YouTube app. Then within the data sources in Google Merchant Center, so you scroll all the way to the bottom in the left-hand corner, go to settings, data sources, and then for your primary source, you want to delete the feed that is causing the issue. So all you do is go to the three dot icon and click on delete. Don't worry, this is only going to be a 1 to 5 minute downtime, so it's not a big issue for your performance, so don't panic with that. What you then want to do is go back to Shopify and reinstall the Google and YouTube app and set everything up. Now you might ask, oh, but I've done this before, and the issue is that the tags for the tracking of Google Ads and the remarketing tag are constantly being re-added, meaning you have multiple tags on your website. Well, that is no longer an issue. For a year now, Google has updated the feature that allows you to reuse the existing tags, so you don't have to use new tags. So that is a bonus. So that is how you resolve that issue, and then within half an hour you should be able to see the products being relisted here, and all your products will be updated based on what Shopify has. So you do this for the most common issues, which are when you delete a product in Shopify, it does not delete them in Google Merchant Center. Images are updated or other information is updated in Shopify, but it doesn't update in Google Merchant Center. So those are the two most common issues that I see merchants have. So when you reinstall the Google and YouTube app, what you want to do is go to settings and ensure that you do not enable the local listings, because that's only for local shops, meaning you have a physical shop where people can come in and go out. If you're an online only store, then you don't want to submit the local feeds, because otherwise you will get errors in Google Merchant Center. Of course, there are many more other issues, but of course I'll be then making a video that is 5 years long. I can't mention everything in one video. But I have lots of videos on my YouTube channel, so if you have specific issues, most likely I've already created a video about that on how to resolve this. So have a look at the YouTube videos, and you can search and find what you need. So that's how you resolve the issue. Alternatively, so I love to use Multifeeds instead of the Google and YouTube app. Yes, you have to pay a small fee, but it has a lot more features. So if you don't want to have anything complicated, you can follow the steps and not make any changes. It will set everything up correctly. However, if you migrate from Shopify to Multifeeds, just make one small change, which is the product ID. By default, it will use the old ID. So for example, if you're in UK, it will use Shopify _GB, so Great Britain _ parent ID underscore variant ID, but now Google has changed it using the merchant API, which then updates the product IDs to be Shopify underscore ZZ. I don't know why they want to change it, because they could have just used the normal first target country ID for all markets. You know, for example, if you're targeting the UK and then France, then it would just use GB in France as well. That's not a problem. So now what they caused the big issue that you when you migrate from the old Google and YouTube app to the new one, it changes the ID, and that messes up your historical ranking in Google Ads, and also removes all your data in Google Ads, and that is pretty annoying. And that is why Multifeeds, you can just make your ID as whatever you want. So you can match it, or you can create a whole new one. So my recommendation is, of course, to match it to what you have before, to avoid losing any performance. So that's it, talking about how to resolve issues where you have missing data in Google Merchant Center when you're using the Google and YouTube app. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out or leave a comment downstairs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.